Alrighty guys, we're back for some angels and humans, and this is a completely rotation-proof build with only Midnight Hunt, Crimson Vow, Neon Dynasty, and Streets of New Capenna cards, right? So only the new stuff, right? Nothing is rotating this September, including the mana base over here. Now, we have no idea what the dual lands are going to look like from the new sets, so what I recommend doing is, for now, if you're going to play this build, right, add your pathways if you got them and other stuff like that. Other than that, I think the mana base is going to be fine. I think the life gain off the Blossoming Sands and the Wind-Scarred is going to be completely okay. And the entire build leans towards white anyways, so yeah, I don't think we're going to have any mana issues. It just might be a little bit slow. So, yeah, one of you guys wanted to see what angels would look like after rotation, and this was a challenge. I went ahead and looked through all the angels that were still going to be around. And one of the ones that really stuck out to me was Sigarda, Champion of Light. So a 4-drop flying trample. Humans you control get +1/+1. The 4/4 too, so that's pretty spicy stats all around, right? So it has Coven whenever Sigarda attacks if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a human creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So, yeah, so essentially there were so few decent angels remaining that I had to go ahead and make it an angel and human build, which ends up working out because Champion of Light is just really powerful anyways, right? And since we were splashing the green for Sigarda anyways, I went ahead and splashed red for a Halana too. It's a spicy angel and a spicy human, right? What do we got in the rest of the build here? Wait a minute, guys. Hey, first things first. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Yeah, this is going to be quite the aggressive build, although we do have a lot of really great mid-range cards here on the top end, right? We have 4 Hopeful Initiates. This little human is very, very powerful, and after rotation happens, it's probably going to get a little bit worse because no Luminarch, and it's not like you plug Luminarch counters into Hopeful Initiate. The big thing there was Luminarch would buff your other creatures, so that way when you did swing in, you're also getting the training ability on the Initiate too, right? But I think it's still going to be good enough, at least for this human build. We have 4 Giadas, naturally, right? An amazing angel, and it's going to work great with the other angels in the build. We have 2 Intrepid Adversaries, a nice little human that buffs our entire board. Sweet. We got 2 Thalias here as well, just another great human, and most of our cards in the deck are creatures, so hopefully this just impacts what the opponents are playing, right? We have 1 Valorous Stance because it's an amazing card. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. It's a lot of stuff, but a lot of times you're actually just going to use this on your own creatures. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. That could come in handy quite often, right? We have 4 Brutal Cathars. So, another human, another great removal. This card belongs here, right? I had something else to say about Brutal Cathar, but I can't remember right now, so I'll see if I remember before I'm done going over the deck. We have 4 Inspiring Overseers. Again, not a lot of great angels to play after rotation. A lot of them are unfortunately rotating out. We'll see if we get other great angels from the new sets though, right? Hopefully. But yeah, Inspiring Overseer, 3-drop, 2/1 flying. When Inspiring Overseer enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life and draw a card. So that's all in all, that isn't bad, honestly. It really isn't, especially if you have Giada out there already. We have 3 Adelines, an amazing human that creates other humans. Yep, this one made sense here. The 3 Hallandals, being able to give creatures haste is no joke, but also you're just slamming counters onto things. Again, Hallandal in a deck like this gets a little bit worse without Luminarch Aspirant, right? Because you could give counters from the Luminarch to Hallandal and then buff your other cards with Hallandal's ability with that extra counter. However, in this deck, being able to buff Hallandal with the +1/+1s off the Sigarda or the +1/+1s off the adversary could be good enough to still just push this card over the edge. And it's already on the edge, right? This is just a terrific 4-drop. On the very top end, we have 2 Elspeths because dang, this card's good. We have a single Sigardian Savior, so This hits a lot of great cards, brings our Giada back if we want to, hits Intrepid Adversary, Thalia, Hopeful Initiate as well. Now, that doesn't seem like too many, right? That is why we only have one of them, but it also, like, it's just an angel too, so it makes sense to have the one in here, I think. Then we have 2 Sanctuary Wardens on the very, very, very top end, and this is probably, like, along with Giada, even though Giada works better with angels, Sanctuary Warden's probably the best angel just, like, in general, right? Like, this is the best card for an angel build. But just like in general, wow, Sanctuary Warden hits the board strong. Couple shield counters is actually just insane, right? And then the ability's freaking sweet here too. And again, the ability is a little bit weaker without something like the Luminarch Aspirant. So it'd be really interesting when that card rotates out, huh? Anything else to go over here, guys? Yeah, we're rocking a Seat, a Crucible, and a Who Endures. This could just be a mountain and a forest if you really want to. But because it was just a splash of red and a splash of green, I wanted to make sure that these other cards we could at least channel if we needed to, right? That way, I don't know, Jetmir's Garden always comes down tapped, and so it would be nice to be able to do something else with our lands too, right? Total land is only 24, but we should be okay. I think 24 is going to be enough. We have a bunch of front-end creatures here to kind of get us going, right? Okay, guys, let's go ahead and take this rotation-proof Angels and Humans right into some play mode and see how it goes. Well, we'll see if we get right into the first match for some good luck. There it is, 2 seconds, nice. I guess a little bit more, but you know, I count it as soon as it makes that little noise. Great hand. Even if the Wind-Scarred has to come out tapped, it can come out tapped on turn 2. Well, I guess the Garden would be a bit better too. A lot of tap lands in the build, but overall we should be okay. Play with fire on the Initiate. Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Ranger class. Okay, got some gruel. Okay. We'll get the Garden down. And Overgrown Farmland is next turn into the Adeline. Yep. So this might just be some basic werewolves, but we'll see. You never know. So Giada is a great draw. It confirms that we're not playing Overseer until we can get the Giada on the board with it, right? Nano, nice. Holy cow. Got some spicy gruel over there. Now the Valorous Stance can take the wolf, though. We'll wait till they plug that extra counter on the Ranger class on it, right? So Initiate's pretty good. What we're going to do, though, we're going to get that Giada down this turn and keep the Valorous Stance open. But we want to do Giada before combat to hit just a little bit of extra damage here. Okay, Valorous Stance is open, and we pass. Hopefully that doesn't let them draw into like a Snakeskin Veil or something. But we'll see, right? We'll see. Check the Stormseeker. Yeah, they still have enough open over here. We can actually hit the Stormseeker. Let's see where they're plugging this counter. Where they plug this Ranger class counter. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to attempt the Valorous Stance, but this could easily be a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. It was not. So we could double block here, and they get to take one of them, but I think we just take the 4 down to 8, which is very, very scary. Right, so we can gain a life here. Gain a life. Gain a life. Draw a card. Chump blocker, just in case, right? That vigilance is huge for us, guys. Look at our board state right now. That's crazy. GG opponent, man. That looked like a scary gruel build too, but Tell you what, Adeline can run away with games, and we had a super spicy line of play. The life gain didn't do much there, but it could have, right? If the opponent played that out a bit longer, that life gain could have come in handy. I don't know. Seems good so far, though. Seems good. What are you bringing to the table, opponent? What you got for me? Bring some Boros. I haven't played against Boros in a while. I shouldn't be complaining about that, but I am a little bit. Okay, no turn to play. Very, very slow hand, but I'm going to try it here. Definitely going to give it a shot. Okay, Tranquil Cove. Me too, buddy. Got my little life gain over here. Blossoming Sands, Tranquil Cove. Look at us. We're adorable. Youthful Valkyrie. Opponent, but that rotates. Yeah, no turn two. I did warn that the mana might be a little slow. Might be. Woo, Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, see, like, Angel's losing these two cards. These two cards are so good, guys. Like, they are so good. That was a really good draw. That was a terrific draw, but I feel like a deck like this is probably running a lot of removal with their Angels, right? Righteous Valkyrie, naturally. Makes sense to me. Swing for 3. Thalia, okay. So, Giada lets us tap to get the Champion of Light down, even if we don't see a land next turn. This gains us a life and draws us a card, which we could draw a land this turn to actually play. We might get a couple in a row. Gives us a chump blocker, too. I think I like that. I like the card draw off the Overseer. Ay. Woo! Not seeing the land here. I was hoping the 24 wasn't going to get in the way, but it sure is right now. The third Righteous Valkyrie, guys. I'm just going to take the 6 here, cry myself to sleep tonight, and that is not a land. Like I said, the Giada, at this point, the opponent's gained so much life that no matter if we take... Yeah, we're going to take one of the Righteous Valkyries. We can't block on the ground, so we might as well swing with the Brutal Cathar. Whoop! I did not mean to attack with the Inspiring Overseer, but that's okay. Maybe they won't hit the 27 life. That was an actual misplay, right? Usually... misplays are just bad plays, and it's like, oh, I could have done better there. But that was a misplay where I just accidentally clicked right through that. Back up to 25, swings for 7. Yeah, I was gonna chump with the Overseer, but it's not looking great for us. Nope, no land this time round, guys. We could get a blocker down and take the 2. I guess that's what we gotta do. If the opponent doesn't full swing, we're actually pretty lucky. Oh no, it doesn't matter. They can just play an Angel and buff all these by 2, and then they get the 4 in no matter what. Right? So, well, GG this time, guys. We did not see the mana here at all. Only the 3 in our opening hand. It's kind of crazy, actually. Full swing. Yep, they know that we're forced to block and take the 2 here, and then they can still tap this down and kill one of the Brutal Cathars to get... Wait. Would doing that have been... No. Yeah. Because the Righteous Valkyrie they get from the Cathar is just going to be... See, it buffs everything, but yeah, it has, like, Summoning Sickness. Hey, we got that land. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I think it's too late. It's a little bit too late. That's pretty funny, though. We'll let the opponent play it out, because that's a pretty spicy double strike board. I'm gonna wait for them to actually swing to drop the good game, though. Ooh, nice. Another card that's rotating. Actually, I think their whole angel list this time are just great angels that are rotating. Good game, opponent. Very, very spicy. Okay, hopefully I don't regret only having the 24 land in here, but that's magic sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just don't draw it. Sometimes you don't see it. I hope we get another mirror match, though. I'd much rather have actually been able to put up a fight in the mirror match, you know? I think the Thalia could have been a good play, too, because they did play that, they did play that one Saga, so, I mean, that's something that would have been more expensive. Okay, I think we keep this hand. Pretty slow hands, huh? We got a bunch of 1s and 2s, but... Well, only 4 1s, but a bunch of 2s. It's fine, though. When you're playing these slow tap lands, it's okay to start with 3. Moldering Egg! What's up, buddy? Just played with ya. Alright, we'll grab you. We'll get you off this board. Guys, what if we only see the 3 that was in our opening hand again? 21 more land in here, so... I mean, I don't know. I'm scared. A land off the top would be perfect. I mean, that works too, though. Do that before combat because it affects combat. And land off the top. Come on, guys. Come on now. Uh-oh. My final thoughts might be me ranting about adding more land to the build. Yeah, hopeful. Initiate. I'm going to play that before combat to get a little extra damage with Adeline, if the opponent permits, of course. If the opponent lets it go in. Wow, big damage, guys. Huge damage. Galvanic Iteration. Yeah, treasure. Widespread Thieving is really cool, isn't it? I have yet to play with it, I think, for a video. I don't think I made a Widespread Thieving video yet, but I'm going to. Oh, Battle of Frost and Fire wipes the entire board. We got a land, though. Let's go. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, this is going to be an uphill battle for sure, and the treasure tokens on this Widespread Thieving are going to be huge for the opponent. Is there gonna... Oh my goodness, I was gonna say, is there gonna be a way around this? Not with Goldspan out there. Gonna have 4 open mana here. I'm not blocking. I think that if we can get a good hasty card, even the Brutal Cathar take the Smoldering Egg. Ooh, okay, okay. We are 1 away from that Sanctuary Warden, which locks down that Goldspan. I don't think we hit Goldspan with this, guys. I really don't. We are so close to ending the opponent that we're gonna take that egg, hopefully. Hopefully, right? Oh, that's right. It's nighttime. We're not taking that egg. Not this time. It's always really easy to forget. I mean, that was still the play, though. It's not like we're playing Hal and Al. You know? We're gonna keep this back in case we have to block, and they actually block that 5/5. Nice. I don't mind that, except for the fact that they might have another Battle of Frost and Fire. So they could swing here, get another treasure token, and then wipe the board. Nope, this does 5. Never mind. This is a 5/5. They need a burn down the house to take care of this brute. Okay, that's way too much mana, opponent. I'm taking the damage and seeing what happens to us. Hey, Goldspan's rotating. Man, that's gonna be weird. All this rotation talk, it doesn't happen until like September or somewhere in the fall, but I mean, it'll be here before you know it, for sure. What are they gonna do? So much mana? They get an extra... Are they just gonna do this? Yeah. They're gonna pay? Nope. Alchemist Gambit, cleave cost. They get 2 extra turns, guys. Oh, I'm glad I kept Halana back. Oh, no. Oh, Widespread Thieving with extra turns like Alchemist Gambit? That's really cool. Oh, that's real. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Well, which one do we hit? Let's hit Goldspan. They get a treasure. It's got to be Goldspan, though. Oh, no, they don't get a treasure. It's not a spell. It's already on the board. I'm sorry, guys. This is becomes the target of a spell, which would have to be on the stack. I'm crazy. Don't listen to a word I say. It's a good grab, though. Very, very good. We know they have Shatter Skull, which could hit it. It's 1 card in their hand. What? Like, there's no way. There's no way. No! Crackle with power. Oh my goodness, guys. We're dead. We're goners. GG. Crackle with power was their last card in hand. Good game, opponent. Man, another really slow game with the mana base, guys. I'll tell you what, missing a couple turns of land. Yeah, I think those final thoughts are just going to be me screaming about adding more land to the build, but we'll see. We might be getting a little unlucky too. The flip on the Brutal Cathar, they really needed to remove that Brutal Cathar for them to win with their couple extra turns there. And so, yeah, having the removal, the last card being a Crackle with Power was pretty huge for the opponent there too, wasn't it? Oh my goodness, I'm scared to just keep this hand with just the 2, and we can't play anything until turn 3. The problem is I'm not mulliganing this either because yeah, because it's not that bad. Oh, we're finally up against some Boros? We might be. Uh-oh, this is bad news bears, guys, because yeah, really slow start for us. Ooh, buddy. Well, hitting for 3. Okay. Get the Giada down. We're going to be taking whatever damage they can dish to our face, but I don't think Giada survives here, unfortunately, and it's looking like a... Oh. Oh. Boros modified. That's fun. That's a lot more fun than the other Boros build. 7 damage. Might be Boros modified, guys. We have the Savior open, but nothing in the grave to utilize it yet. So, I think it's simple, man. Hallandal has to compete with that Luminarch, which is going to be so weird when these amazing cards rotate out. I mean, they're going to be replaced by other amazing cards, probably, but man, it's going to be weird, right? Brutal Cathar takes the Hallandal, and they want to probably buff the Luminarch to 5. Yeah, we really need removal for that. Did we trade? Yeah. The trade is offered, and the Savior can get the Giada back. Not the best play, but it's something. We could wait. We could also drop Thalia and Adversary, get more into the grave before the Savior happens, right? At least the Thalia has first strike against the Cathar, too. Yeah. I think that's fine. Savior has lifelink, which could be huge for us here, too. Could also double block if they don't buff the Luminarch. I don't know. Tough uphill battles here, guys. The mana base has definitely slowed us down quite a bit in pretty much all these matches, huh? There's still a lot of spice. A lot of spice to be had in a deck like this, though. Sunrise? Where do they plug this? Yeah, but if they swing with the Luminarch, we double block. That's a Luminarch down. We gain 3. We're taking 4 here. Alright. And now we can Sigardian Savior. And bring back I don't know, is it Thalia? No, we want the lifelink probably. That makes the most sense to me. So it's gonna be Giada and Intrepid Adversary. Too bad we don't have one more mana to actually use the adversary's ability there, right? We had one, not two though. This is our only savior in the build, so it's something to think about too. There's no more grabbing cards from the grave. If we can get Halana down and start swinging with... Okay, Giada's dead. Surprised they didn't hit us in the face with that, right? They didn't even want to give that haste. We can trade here, take 4. We have a chunkier lifelink next turn. Yeah, they don't want to lose their Brutal Cathar. Going down to 2's very risky. Oh. Champion of Light also buffs the adversary. This buffs it to... I don't know. I guess Champion of Light is better for next turn, since we have a bunch of humans to slam on the board here, right? 5 lifelink. We risk not gaining the life if we don't swing now. Because if they Royal Eruption it, and we're still at 2, yeah, we risk not going back up to 7 there. So we want to swing with it, which is awesome, actually. A land can power up the den, and that would be pretty bad for us. We'd have to block Thalia to the land. Halana could block... it depends. It depends what they do here. It looks like they're missing that land. Okay, they want that trample damage. But we have 2 first strikes, so... Wow, goes to nighttime. Could be big for us, guys. Could be big. Because we can plug haste into the champion in full swing. That's 6 in the air. The first strike on the brute is kind of devastating, though. Makes it so that way that dies. We only get 6 in the air through. There's a block there. Yeah. We might save that to cycle, actually. Oh, no, yeah, this is going to be a 6-4. Do we full swing? No, I think we just buff this and make it absurd. Like a 9/7 lifelink swinging in, right? Doesn't even... Oh my goodness, down to 2, up to 16, and we're keeping the garden to potentially cycle next turn. I don't know what the opponent... Yeah, GG, guys. Lifelink once again gets us there. Oh my goodness. Wow. These are some matches, man. These are some matches. The deck seems pretty good just on its own, right? Who needs those rotating angels? Who needs them? Oh my goodness. Try to get another good match in here. We already played 4, which surprises me. 50% win rate. Nice. It's not a bad hand. We actually have a turn 1, and then a turn 2 we can play the Wind-Scarred, gain a life. Turn 3, pass into the Overseer. Hopefully we see a green source at some point, but it's not necessary right away. Yeah, this isn't a bad hand at all. It's interesting to see how Hopeful Initiate is like the weakest link right now. There we go, we got a green source there. And the reason it's the weakest link is pretty much due to how the mana lines up. They take the 1. But we'll see, it might put in some work this time. Attacking in with the Overseer could be huge for it. Still got that red open. Gain a life, draw a card. Giada, nice. Spikefield Hazard. maybe? Play with fire, a flame blast, voltage surge, that's what it is. That makes sense. So they didn't have to take the 1 damage there. They just they thought like, I better hit this anyways, right? It's probably what they thought. Okay, Sundown Pass makes it so that way we can actually get Champion of Light down, but I think what's better here is going the Giada route and just get this down tapped so we can have a turn 5 Elspeth. Right? We can swing on in because our build is relatively aggressive and I don't think we have to block anything here. I mean, yeah, we could block the Shaman, but is that worth it? No, because they're still going to get the treasure off of it. Whoop! I just hit my microphone. I apologize if that actually got picked up. Right, because we could hit a Brutal Cathar off the -3 on the Elspeth. Whoa! Voltage Surge on the Giada. Okay. Nice. Good play, opponent. Very good play. Really locks us down a little bit more than I would like. Hopeful Initiate's pretty good. I think the -3 on the Elspeth is actually a lot worse now. So I'm going to +1 Elspeth, and they might frantically just swing in at it, which saves our life a little bit more. And we can give this Vigilance to block too, while getting some extra damage through in the air. I think I like that more than the -3. Really good play here from the... No. Yeah, this doesn't have haste. I always forget that. Nice, so they are frantically trying to kill the Elspeth, and we could just let it go down to 1. Save our Overseer. I'm doing it. I'm really greedy right now. Spikefield Hazard it, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem that bad, does it? Fable. Okay. Okay. Kaito, holy cow, this deck is stacked. This is a stacked Grixis build, guys. So flying, first strike, lifelink, vigilance. Yeah, no haste counters. That would be insane, wouldn't it? I'm okay with drawing a card first over the champion. I think there's a lot we could draw here that would be... Okay, nice, nice. So, Adeline. Plus, and we will... A lot on the ground here. I think what could be more annoying for the opponent than maybe a little bit of first strike, because we have a ton... First strike vigilance, right? So we can block on their turn effectively with that first strike. They're down to 9. This is good, guys. This deck feels pretty solid, honestly. A bit of a better mana base, and we'd be good to go. Like I said at the beginning, if you plan on playing it, you probably want to rock your pathways until we see what new land we're getting from the new sets, right? Blood Tithe Harvester, okay. Opponent's rocking Grixis good stuff. Because, I mean, at that point, why not, right? Voltage Surge. Hits the Adeline. And they could, if they had enough mana, if they had 1 more mana, they could Reflection the Bloodthirsty Adversary. And then pay the 3 when the token enters, right? And then Voltage Surge again onto our other Overseer here. Until then... Until they can do that, like, this is an uphill battle. Like, they have to get rid of Elspeth because we're about to plug another counter into another one of these. But we have great blockers, too. Ah, Voltage Surge on the other Overseer. Yep, that'll probably do it, honestly. We'll see, though. There's not a lot of great ways for us to get by now. So they kill that no matter what, but we are definitely going to trade. Well, they're getting low. They are getting low. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah. Since it's already leaning towards the opponent after that turn was brutal, guys. Couple voltage surges. We've went up against 4 voltage surges this game so far, so since it's leaning towards them anyways, we'll just let them keep their cards and see if we can get enough damage in the air. I'll even let them keep Kaito, right? Because, yeah, we might be able to get there in the air. And if they get too greedy on the ground here, so they are going to go the bloodthirsty, grab the voltage surge, hit the Sigarda, sacrifice a treasure. Woo! Opponent has very good cards, guys. Makes sense. They're doing it twice, too. Completely peels apart our board, and I'm going to let the opponent play this one out, guys. We have a little bit of extra time here. I mean, I don't actually have extra time. I probably will cut the video a little bit short today. But I still want them to play this one out. It looks like a lot of fun. That Grixis build looks insane. A couple more treasure tokens. I do think they got a little bit lucky getting 3 voltage surges, though. Even 2 voltage surges would have been enough against this build, with the bloodthirsty adversaries easily being able to recast them. Reflection and adversary just kind of showing off. Oh man, Hal and Al off the top. Could you imagine? Yeah, it's a very good game. That's a very good game, opponent. What, you got more removal? You got more removal? You monster. That's awesome, though. Look at that. Look at that, man. So much power over there. Look, they can, yep, grab the other voltage surge. Wait, was that all 4 of them then? Oh, that was all 4 voltage surge. Well, it happens, you know? 40% total win rate for our rotation-proof angels and humans, and honestly, I think there's a lot of power here. There's definitely an issue with the rotation-proof land, though. They are very slow, and you guys saw the land actually hold us up a few times there, right? So Hopeful Initiate probably isn't worth it either. I'd probably drop a couple Initiates and go up a couple Adversaries. I think the lifelink on this is way too valuable, and you guys saw how good it was to plug the Hal and Al counters onto the Adversary. That was just insane, right? And if there is a lot of Boros aggro that you're going up against, then the lifelink is going to just be way too important. Where Initiate, as you saw, did absolutely nothing, really, right? Like, so what would I do then? If you're dropping 2 Initiates for 2 Adversaries, you might as well drop the other 2 Initiates for 2 more 2-drops. Probably not Thalia. Although Thalia in that last match would have been pretty good to slow down their like reflections and make their voltage surge cost 1 more. Different things like that, right? It would have been good. I still think 2 of them is completely fine here. More removal would be good, but I don't know if there's other creature removal like Brutal Cathar that is actually going to be rotation proof, right? I'm trying to think, like Skyclave Apparition is rotating in September. If there is another creature removal, then that's probably what I would do. I'd drop all 4 Initiates, go up 2 Adversaries, and go up 2 more creature removals of some kind. But I don't really know. I suppose at that point, those other 2 you could consider... Oh! This is huge, guys. I almost forgot. Add a land. Yeah, 24 isn't enough. 25 might do it. 25 might do it. 26 is probably pushing it. Worst comes to worst, you could go down to 1 Sanctuary Warden. It is a great card, but it is 6 mana, so sometimes you're not going to get there with 24 for sure. So drop the Initiates, go up 2 Adversaries. You have 2 cards remaining, go up a land, and if you want to go up to 26 land, you could do that too, but I think you need to find another creature here. Another creature to maybe get picked up by the Sigardian Savior, right? Because you are getting rid of the Initiates, which is another card, another target for the Savior that you're getting rid of. More humans, probably, right? If that's possible, because the Champion of Light buffs are humans. Yeah, other than that, honestly, going up an Elspeth Resplendent wouldn't be bad too. Maybe drop a Warden, go up a Resplendent, but that is one less card that works with Giada then, so this was a tough one. This was a very tough build, and thank you. Thank you for bringing this up. I do want to hit up some more rotation-proof builds as time goes on, maybe once a week. That would be pretty cool, right? Like, just builds that just have cards from the new sets that aren't rotating in September, right? I think that would be pretty cool. Either way, guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.